Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're tackling a really big one in science fiction, Isaac Asimov's Foundation series, and of course, the Apple TV Plus show based on it. We've looked into both the original books and the series, and our mission really is to unpack the core ideas of Foundation, see how the adaptation handles them, look at the big differences and how people reacted.
Yeah, it's always fascinating when a work like this, something that really shapes sci-fi, gets translated to the screen. Seeing how those, well, huge ideas are revisualized today.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Asimov's Foundation, it started way back, the 1950s, and the setup is this massive galactic empire, right? But it's crumbling.
Exactly, it's on the verge of collapse.
Yeah.
And that's where Harry Seldon comes in with Psychohistory.
Psychohistory,
Huh.
which sounds complex, and I guess it is.
It is, yeah. It's this blend of like advanced mathematics and sociology, maybe psychology too. Seldon uses it to predict the future, but not for individuals, only for massive groups, billions, trillions of people. It's statistical.
Right, like predicting crowd behavior on a galactic scale.
Pretty much. He foresees this um, unavoidable fall of the empire, leading to this incredibly long dark age. 30,000 years of chaos.
30,000. Wow, okay.
Yeah. So his plan isn't to stop the fall. He knows it's impossible. It's to shorten the dark age.
And that's the Foundation.
That's the foundation, or the foundation technically. Set up at the edge of the galaxy. It's meant to be this seed bank for all human knowledge, science, culture, everything, to cut that dark age down to just 1,000 years.
So the books really focus on these huge themes, right? The math behind society, cycles of civilization, the power of knowledge.
Absolutely. And Asimov's scope was just immense for its time. Really groundbreaking stuff, focusing on societal mechanics over, say, space battles.
Okay, fast forward. September 2021, Apple TV Plus launches its version. And while, the basic ideas there, Foundation, falling empire, it feels different right away.
Oh, definitely. It's an adaptation, not a literal translation. They've taken, well, significant creative liberties.
Yes, significant is probably the right word. What are some of the biggest changes you noticed?
I think the characters are a huge one. People like Gul Dornick, Salvor Hardin, even the emperors. In the books, they often felt like conduits for the plot or the ideas. Important, but maybe less fleshed out emotionally.
Right. The show gives them much more internal life, wouldn't you say? Like Gul's journey, her relationship with Hari, and the whole Emperor Cleon genetic dynasty thing with Brother Day, Brother Dawn, Brother Dusk.
Exactly. That whole genetic dynasty concept is a major addition, giving us ongoing antagonists and exploring themes of identity, power, stagnation, things that weren't quite framed that way by Asimov. There's a lot more focus on personal drama, relationships, the human cost.
Which makes sense for TV, I guess. You need that character connection. But does it change the feel? Asimov was so focused on the big picture, the psychohistory.
It definitely shifts the focus. The show visualizes the grand scale incredibly well. The planets, the technology, it looks amazing.
Right.
But that reliance on visual spectacle and individual character arcs means maybe less time spent on the drier, more philosophical debates that filled the books.
So the visual effects are a major departure, too, just by necessity. Books rely on imagination. The show has to show everything.
Precisely. And production value is undeniably high. It looks epic. But that contrast is stark. Asimov's style was more abstract, intellectual.
How has it been received? Because book fans can be protective.
Well, it's been mixed, as you'd expect. A lot of praise for the ambition, the visuals, the acting. It brought Foundation to a whole new audience. But yeah, some purists, some longtime readers felt the changes were too drastic. They missed the stricter focus on psychohistory, maybe felt the added drama or changed character motivations strayed too far.
So there's that tension, adapting for modern TV audiences versus staying absolutely faithful to this classic text.
It's the classic adaptation dilemma, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you capture the spirit if not the exact letter? Is it a fresh take that keeps the core relevant, or does it dilute Asimov's original, very specific vision?
Okay, so wrapping up this deep dive, it seems clear that whether you're reading Asimov or watching the show, Foundation is grappling with these massive, enduring questions. Societal collapse, how knowledge helps us rebuild, that balance between huge historical forces and, well, what individuals do or feel in the show's case.
Definitely. And it leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it? When we see these kinds of changes in an adaptation, not just for Foundation, but any classic story, what does it tell us about what we value in stories today versus when they were written? And what parts of that original vision are truly essential? What has to survive the translation to a new time, a new medium?